while I do have the privilege to have a special guest here with me today, and we're talking just a little. And before I do that, I must let you know that we got the Sham, who is Niggy, who is joining Goodlit at the crease at the moment. So let's get back to our special guest here, and I must say welcome to Miss Carol Henry, and I will put her right on, not on the spot, but on the camera so everyone can see. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm well, and I hope everyone in listener-dom is well as well.
Thank you very much. I would say long-awaited talk, and finally get you here in the TV and mobile. So I'm just want to throw a few questions at you, and we'll be chatting for a little while. I know the cricket is going on, and I know you're from the island. I'm not going to say what island you're from. I'm going to let you do it, because, sometimes when we think that this person is from this island, then they said, no, you got it wrong. And I know you're familiar with cricket and so on. So, again, I must say welcome to the TVN studio, and all the viewers and listeners will be listening, and let's say we're going to chit chat. And so I must ask, what island are you from, instead of me guessing?
I don't think my accent can be hidden at all. I'm from Jamrock, Jamaica. No other place. While I embrace all the other Caribbean islands, of course, my Jamaica is dearest to my heart. And cricket also is dear to my heart. My son played high school cricket.
So you're familiar with cricket and you understand cricket?
I understand it to a degree. I'm not hoping to embarrass myself, but I think I understand it to a degree, yes.
Well, sometimes, like I said, you don't even have to say you understand it. It's just to say, you're from Jamaica, so it's like we figure that you're supposed to know what cricket is all about.
As a matter of course. As a matter of course.
Yeah, so, we'll continue with the game. But, we're just here, as I said, to chit-chat, we'll be asking you a few questions and so on. So, and I understand now that, did I say I understand? I'm at the same club, so obviously you're there too, so I shouldn't say I understand, but I must ask you, how long since you have been to this club? Because I think, I'm not going to say you just come in town, but I guess you just started to, for some time now, coming to the Port St. Lucie Cricket and Social Club. So I must ask you to tell the listeners, how long you been?
Okay. You will, you are correct if you say I just came, although that is relative. I sold my house in Boynton Beach and moved to, which is in Palm Beach County, and moved to Port St. Lucie in December of 2023. And I found a church, and I started attending the church, and I was speaking to someone at the church and telling them that one thing I'm going to miss is going to play dominoes at my usual place. And she informed me that there is a club that they do play dominoes, but not just that, it's more involved. It's like a Caribbean club where there are other things involved, not just dominoes, which was awesome. And the very next Friday I was there.
And I must go back a little on what you just said. It's like, and I may get under some little fire for this, but I'm gonna say, you're not from New York. It's like everybody is like, yeah, I come down from New York.
Yes, it's similar, like when I see people from Jamaica and I ask everybody's from Kingston, and I have long resigned myself to the idea that I'm the only country person in America. But no, I'm not from, so that continues. I'm not from New York. I came to Florida originally. I'm a nurse. I was recruited to work here as an ICU nurse many years ago. And that is how I happened to have migrated to Florida. And the hospital that sponsored me, JFK Hospital, is in Florida. And that is how I came here. I've visited other states, but I'm a adopted Floridian.
Yeah, so again, New Yorkers, you're not the only one is here in Florida. Okay, so okay, that's good to know because I came here to Florida and I stayed here in Florida. I've been to New York a couple of times. I would say, I'm not going to say I don't like New York, but the reason why I would say that I'm not in New York is because New York weather is so much different from Florida. I don't like the cold.
Oh, funny thing, I don't mind the cold. I went to Canada recently for my mother-in-law's funeral, and as I was leaving, the snow was coming down, and I wish I would have been there for a little bit of it. Because where I am from in Jamaica is actually not hot enough. I am from the bush. You pass the Mucko, go up in the hills and the Bullet Mountains. Yep. And if you don't set your pan of water to warm and bathe by 2 o'clock, you wash your foot by your bed because it's freezing, Right. So it's really not, by 4 o'clock, people put on them little light sweater, So I'm not from the hot parts of Jamaica, and I do enjoy the cold. With moderation, of course.
And while you're talking about washing your foot, it's like it was just a couple of weeks ago. It's like me have to catch water and wash my foot because I was down there in the hurricane. Hurricane Melissa.
Ooh, you were down there?
I was down there.
Oh, wow.
And let me tell you, I don't want to wish that to my worst enemy. I heard some songs that night by Melissa.
Were you there for Gilbert?
No, I wasn't there for Gilbert.
I was there for Gilbert. Gilbert shortly before. I was there for Gilbert, and so I know those sounds. It may not have been as intense, but I know those sounds you speak of. It's frightening.
See, as they would say, a guy said to me, Gilbert was a boy to Melissa. I said, which means, if you're listening and don't understand, it's like Melissa was much worse than Gilbert. Gilbert was what?
Jamaica hit us 88, September 12, 1988. Yeah. They hit us at 3 when there were 3. Yeah. Melissa hit us at 5.
Yeah.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
I won't forget that. I won't forget that, Melissa. Miss Melissa, glad you're gone. But, while she's gone, she still left something brewing in Jamaica right now. Because I just ran the report about this water that is rising in Jamaica.
Yes, in Manchester. Yeah. That happened before. I remember some time before, water and we never had any significant rain or wind event. The water just started coming up. People were speculating that it was, secondary to certain mining operations of bauxite. I do not know. I cannot say that to be so. I'm not a geologist in any form, but the water was just, but Jamaica has a lot of subterranean water,
Yeah.
Jamaica has a lot of subterranean water, and so even my hometown, a little district, and you pass it has 5-6 rivers. They're not huge, but they're, so we have a lot of water there, but it's concerning for the people who are losing their homes and businesses that are becoming submerged,
Yeah, and I get this report from a friend of mine, Carlton Brown, who have another podcast, the Cricket Forum in Jamaica, and he said this water is acting up because it's getting higher and higher. But the good part about all of this, he said, is that it's like something good coming out of something bad, which was the digging of the bauxite, where they dig and make so much of a big ditch. But now the water comes, and that's where the water is. So
it's settling there.
Yeah.
So it's helping to get the overflow.
Right.
I wonder whether, Melissa, having dumped so many feet of water in Jamaica, if it has, gone down, and our aquifers and our that we have are just not able to cope, and so it's I don't know, but it's just sad to see people lose their homes and livelihood and so forth to this.
So and it's like right now it's like they got relief fund going all over the country. They're sending shiploads and truckloads to Jamaica because right now Jamaica need the help.
They do. They do.
And I would urge everyone who is listening and who is not listening to call your family and beg them to please help us send stuff to Jamaica because they need it. At this time, they do need it. So please, if you're out there listening, whether today or tomorrow, I mean, please ask your friend, your family, whoever can assist to help send some stuff to Jamaica because they need it.
Yes. You know, help your families who are in need if you directly first. I think that's important, but also as you are able, contribute to helping others as well.
So while I'm here talking to Miss Carol, and she's I would say a new member to our club, which is a St. Lucie Sports and Social Club. I must ask her, what originally inspired you to join this club?
I initially wanted to find some place to continue to play domino. I used to play dominoes in Jamaica. I used to be vice captain and the only female member of the Gleaner team. I am certainly not playing the kind of domino now that I did then, but still I wanted to continue to play dominoes, and I didn't know anywhere when I moved there. So I met someone in church who informed me that there is this club and they play dominoes there on Friday evening. So of course I immediately went there and became a member. March of this year has been 1 year, so I'm not so new really, but newish.
Well, one thing I'm going to do especially about what you said about the domino, I'm going to let my partner know that, which is Delroy, that we need to stay away from this lady. Because I'm not going to, please don't repeat that.
Okay.
Because I know Delroy don't want to hear that.
Okay.
I wasn't there though. So it's like, Delroy, I told you not to play until I'm there, because here it is now that I heard that you get 6 love all the time. Not just once, but all the time. But anyway, we'll talk about that later on Friday night. Yeah, again, it's nice to know that you could stop by. And I must also ask you though, what is your favorite part about being a member of this club? Even though it's you're there for a short while, compared to some people who is there from the beginning, including myself. What is your favorite part about being a member?
Of course, be able to play my dominoes, but otherwise though, I think that we from the Caribbean are really a drop in the ocean in terms of the population in Florida, in the United States in general, and in Florida. We are a drop in the ocean, and so we need to have a coming together. We need to pool our strengths or resources to make our voices be heard, and to have clout and to have a say and to have influence over certain things that govern our lives, legislation or things like that. We need to be able to speak with one voice and to have strength in numbers and be able to be a marketplace of ideas for the Caribbean community as to how we move forward in a country that is becoming more and more hostile to immigrants.
So now this big question, I heard through the grapevine, and don't ask me what grape, but whether it's white grape or whatever,
to the Jimbalin line.
That I know we have election coming up in January. And I understand that you'll be going for a position. You care to elaborate on that a little?
Well, yes, a little. I have tossed my hat in the ring to become the secretary of the club. The incumbent is the person who introduced me to the club, as a matter of fact. But I do not think that any organization that has incumbents running unopposed is a healthy organization. It is a symptom of two things. Either there is apathy, where people do not want to put a leg forward to do something for the club, or you have, incumbency that is entrenched and people are afraid to challenge, or you have where people don't feel they will be supported if they throw their hats in the ring. But any organization that has incumbent folks running unopposed is a dying organization, because you have to have posterity, and you have to have people who are going to step into roles of leadership. In any organization, people can't stay there forever. So you need, and also when you have an incumbent that is unopposed, it doesn't inspire them to do better, to rise, above their ordinary selves, and also towards excellence. So I thought I would throw my hat in the ring.
Well, I think that is very important because, as you said, it's like if you have, let's say, election, and the person that is running, no one is running against him. Mm-hmm. It's like he thinks that he's king, he can do anything, and it's like, and usually they don't push to they just stay one, as they was said. I said, it's like the stagnant.
It encouraged ordinariness. Yeah. And while nothing is personal, and I have nothing against the incumbent, because I do not deal in the personal except in my own personal life, but anything outside there in my social realm or my professional realm, nothing is personal. I do think that there needs to be a challenge, so you can have new ideas, fresh outlook, and so forth, because I think the club can do much more than it is doing. I really think so, in terms of making its presence be felt in the community, forming larger organizations, liaising with other clubs in other areas in South Florida, like it, to form like a congress where you can now build your influence and have a bigger platform and more influence. So I do think, but to do that though, we have to start in the club, where we do not exclude people, where no one is more important than the other, where everybody is welcome, where everybody's talents are viewed with value, and you do not have, like, they say the ground is level at the foot of the cross. You have a level ground where everybody stands on. Of course, you're going to respect leadership and the cadre of the executive, but at the same time, everybody is dealt with respect.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense. Before I go to the next, let me just remind everyone that we're here talking with Carol Henry. The score at the moment is 45-3 Port St. Lucie. They're chasing 159 made by Palm Beach Gladiators. At the crease, you got Goodlit and Sham Nagy. Goodlit is on 13, Nagy is on 4. It's 45-3, and it's after 8 overs. So it's kind of getting more that it's at one time Palm Beach looked like they were really going down, but this partnership is getting things back together. So Goodlit, as I would say, is due for some runs. He's now on 13. I could say the dreaded 13, as most Caribbean people would say. And Nagy is on 4. The bowler at the moment is Al Afzal. So again, 45-3. At the end of the 8 overs, so I'll be starting the 9th over. Outside the off stump, he plays and miss. I'm just waiting for the update of the scorecard. Not sure if it's updated as yet. Okay, while I do that, let me do this. That was played in the backward point area by Nagy. So Now it's been updated. Thank you, Delroy. You may not listening, but at least you're, as they would say in Jamaica, you're on top of things. So we got Afzal, who is the bowler, along with Chowdy. There's a loud appeal for every ball they bowl. I'm wondering if the umpire will get a little carried away by hearing it too much. But he's making his call. It's a wide signal, and sometimes they do that to throw off the umpire. But again, sometimes the umpire should send out a warning, let them know that okay, guys, you're appealing for things that does not necessary. 46-43 St. Lucie chasing 159. They changed the total. They got 160 there. Okay, you still need another 114 more runs. And again, we have here in the studio Miss Carol Henry. Just talking about life, about living in Port St. Lucie, and the club that is here. One of the, not one of the club, but the club that is the only cricket club in South Florida, Caribbean cricket club that is in South Florida with their own clubhouse. And this is something that I elaborate on all the time, because whenever you go down south, it's like, I know a lot of people won't like to hear me say this, but I can't help it. We are the only one in South Florida with a clubhouse, and that's good.
That's awesome.
The hospitality that they get when they come to Port St. Lucie. Last week, the team that was here last week, they really appreciate the hospitality of the clubhouse and everything. So I'm hoping that at the end of this game, they will come over. The visiting team will come over and enjoy some of what we have to offer them.
Yes.
So again, Miss Carol, you had said a few things about the club, of what I'm going to ask you, but could be asking you to repeat some of them. You said, what do you hope the club to achieve in the next year?
Well, a year can be a long, short time. What I want to see is that the elections are over, and those who have won take on their roles in a really serious way, and those who have lost certainly through their support behind the leadership.
Because that will only make it better.
That will only make it better, because we need to do that, because we really are one. I certainly will want to see more involvement of the general population of membership. When you go to the meetings, you can see that most of the people are not there. Most of the people are not there, I think.
I'm gonna take blame for that too, because a lot of times I don't come out to meetings, because meetings usually be on Tuesday, and it's like I can blame myself for that too. But sometimes I have to go to work the next day.
Well, we understand that not everybody will be there every time, but there are sometimes the people I'm told that they have been members for a long time, and I've never seen them. Only when there's a certain event, then you will see them. Oh, that's a member. So we need to come out. But then to get folks to come out, you have to set the air of expectation that something is going to happen.
Yeah.
It can't be just very ordinary, or so people are going to look at it as been there, done that. I went to one, I don't need to go back to it anymore. There has to be an air of expectation and so forth, and that you're going to have a voice and so forth, and people will come out and participate.
No, that makes sense. And you don't really want to hear someone say, well, what am I coming out for? But again, while they may look at it and say what they're coming out for, is like you could also come out and help to plan some stuff.
Well, it's a legitimate question, though, and I wouldn't throw cold water on it because I have sometimes asked that question, not necessarily of this club, but other things that I'm involved in, because there doesn't seem to be anything new. It's not dynamic. The processes aren't. It's not a dynamic. There's no dynamism. It's just the same old, same old. But as you say, folks need to throw their ideas into the ring. Nobody has a monopoly on any idea, on ideas. So people can throw their ideas in the ring, give their support, and use their energy to do things to make it what they want it to be, instead of asking that question, even though it's a legitimate question.
And here is this question that I'm going to ask you. We will have election in January. I don't think I'd asked you this before, but and I understand that you're running for a particular position.
Yes, secretary. Yes, we said that before.
We said that before. Okay, so well, that will be good, and at least you will pretty much know more of who is not coming to the club from who is coming, because each time they come to the club or come to the meeting, they have it on record, and so for sure, if you get to in that position, hope you do. But
you're asking what would I do to encourage more people to come?
Well, that too.
Well, I would reach out. I would reach out one-on-one. You can reach out to folks not only when it's time to ask them for your support and vote, but you can reach out to folks. They haven't seen you. Is there a reason you haven't come out? I would really take an inventory of people's opinion, anonymously, to say, why do you not attend the meetings, and what would you like to see the meeting be that would make you want to come, and because we need you, and I would make them feel valued. And once they're there, of course, I'm going to welcome everyone who's there. That does happen now. But I also would let them know that we need their participation. We need their energy. We need their ideas. We need their support in order for the club to continue to succeed and so forth. And let me say this. I think Mr. Charles has been the president for a mighty long time. And I think he has done an awesome job. And he's a decent human being. I also think Ms. Myrna, who is the current secretary, the position that I'm vying for, has done a pretty decent job. So me running is not because it's any kind of indictment on anyone. It is because I think that I have new ideas. I have different things and different approaches that I think I can bring that will, improve the club, expand its numbers, and also do some things differently that will make everybody feel like they have a place. So that's what I think.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And as we had mentioned before, that it's like, it doesn't matter if it's 2 years the person is there, or 10 years or 20. It's like new ideas always good.
Yes, so. I don't think tenure has anything to do with intent, because you can be there 50 years and you're just there in a self-serving role to enjoy what the club offers, and not what not what you can do for the club. So tenure really shouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yes, it really doesn't matter how long you're there. It's like we still wish for the best. And while I must go back to the cricket, the score is 55-4-3, St. Lucie. Sham moves on to 9, and Goodlet is on 18. Still needed another 104 more runs with 19.5 overs. Again, they're chasing 159. They're chasing 159 made by Palm Beach Gladiators. The bowler we got there now is Amitaz outside the off stump. Nagy plays and miss. We're in the 11th over. And so we got just about just about 19.5 overs to go. The run rate is 5.61. And again, I must remind you that I'm here with Miss Carol Henry. And this is something that is going on right now, and everybody's looking forward. And we talked a little about it already, but we're talking about the relief fund that is going on for Jamaica. And I do understand that there is some, how should I put it? They are collecting stuff at the club also. Have you aware of what is happening there?
Yes, I am aware. I have a son who's heavily involved in sending stuff. He sent me a screenshot of his porch the other day. He went home and all the things that were there waiting for him, from Amazon and other places that folks who he works with. I mean, his whole den is filled with stuff. So he's sending down, I think he probably 15 barrels. So I have added my stuff to his, but he also is on that effort. So I joined his effort, but I do know about the club, and I also I've gotten something from my job, which I've already sent down, which contribution from my corporate office, which I had already sent. So we're doing different things on different fronts, and we can't have too many efforts. So every effort is welcome.
So again, listeners and viewers, whatever is possible, we are begging you to, wherever, whether it's the club or wherever it is, and you can help, please go ahead and do so. They need it down there in Jamaica. Don't even think that it's too small. It can't be too small. Whatever it may be, go ahead and do it. I can tell you that I was down there, so it's like I could tell you exactly that Melissa comes and gone, but the effect that she left, devastating. Oh my golly. So again, please, whatever you can help with, please do so. I want to say happy belated birthday to Mr. Harvey. I understand he's out of town. He was here with me last week, and I understand he's out of town now enjoying his birthday. I understand he's 29 or 28. I think he's 29-year-old. I'm not talking about his son.
29?
29 plus.
Mr. Harvey is only 29?
Plus.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's celebrating the 29th anniversary of his 30th birthday.
Mr. Chuck, big up yourself every time.
Mr. Harvey.
Yeah, so wherever you are listening, it's like we're just here having fun, just chit-chatting a little with yours truly, along with Miss Carol Henry.
He's also vying for the post of president, I think.
Yes, he was here last week, and yeah. So a lot of things are going on at the club. One other thing, though, I could ask you also is, would you recommend this club to someone with similar interests?
Oh, wholeheartedly. I think our club is awesome. I've met some awesome people there. My BFF, Miss Mary, and and others are really kind, loving, sweet people who want to do, really great things for the diaspora, for the club, for members. And so I would, without any hesitation, and I have done so actually. I haven't seen them yet. I need to follow up, but I've recommended a few people from my job and so forth who haven't heard about the club. I've told them about it and so forth. So yes, absolutely. I think we're an awesome organization. I think we're going to grow from strength to strength. And whatever the contingent outcome of the election, I think we're going to continue to be great.
Thank you very much. And It's so nice to have you here. But before you leave, I'm still going to ask you if there's one thing you would have to tell the old world out there, something special, whatever, what would it be?
I think that we need to exercise love, compassion, and togetherness. In my country now, there's a lot of nonsense going on, which are politically motivated. I think it's time now for us to come together as a country and fight our battles that Melissa left, and then we can deal with the other political things after. We in America here are in serious times. We've seen the changes that are really not positive, that pertain to immigrants. So we as an immigrant community have to stick together with love and pool our resources and pool our energy so that we can get ahead.
That's important. LOVE. Please, let me share it even a little more than we were thinking about. We need that togetherness. At this time, what is going on around the world, not just Jamaica, not just the USFA, but around the world, is like we need this LOVE, and we need to come together and show a little more love. And don't even think that when I say love, I'm talking about just a family. I'm talking about worldwide. The score at the moment is 65-3 as we get back to
BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. Don't forget to call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Gears have a massive amount of cricketing supplies. One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St. Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
7943. And so while we're doing that, I must just go back to, I got Miss Henry here in the studio. Just want to thank her for stopping by, and I wish her all the best in the, I don't want to call it election, but it's like election is election and it's election. So I wish you all the best, and hoping for that the club will excel in from now on, just continue to excel, let's put it like that. So again, I must thank you. Is there any anything that you would like to just say before you close out?
Sure. I want to say thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity and the honor. I think our club is awesome and will continue to be awesome. Like I said before, whatever the outcome of the election, everybody come out and vote. Vote for whomever you feel will be the better person for the job. But do come out and vote. And I wish my opponent, the incumbent, all the best, and all the other contenders. And onward and upward for our wonderful club. Thank you.
Thanks again, and again, that was Miss Carol Henry, and she's urging everyone to come out for the election and also to be a new member.
Yes, if you are listening and you are not a member, what is keeping you from becoming a member of this awesome club? do come on out and join us. Thank you.
Thanks again for stopping by. So we'll continue. While the score is 79-3, that's a wide down the leg. That one had it to the score, so it's now 80-3. Thanks again, Miss Henry, for stopping by.
You are very welcome. Thank you for having me.